I think we're at somewhere in a good position. They're starting on the CT side, Liquid on the T side. And yeah, this is a special kind of day that we've got in front of us already. The Forcer with the Astralis.
And we've got a special kind of guy joining us as well. Jackie P.
Oh, special.
With a capital P,
yeah,
right? I mean, you're a UK player. I'd expect, you know.
Got Jackie P.
Jackie P.
I'm on a server, boys.
Yeah.
That'd be the classic intro. Always like that in chat.
Kind of hard to imagine a world in which special is a compliment in the UK, I feel like.
My mum used to say that all the time. And look at me now. Hi, Mum.
Look at me now, Mummy. We have got the bomb scooped up, but they're pushing long. This is a bit of a double. Oh, God. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything not so fine for Elige as he's on the wrong bomb site, but they are trying to fake this out, but they're really not biting. Like, truly not biting. Yakinda's walking in. Yeah, well, it does look silly when it goes down like that. It does, but you can see the game plan, and especially with a team like Rare Atom, I imagine Liquid's expectation is these guys are going to be keen to over-rotate when there's chaos, when someone jiggles out long and goes, 3, 3, 3, but you didn't see the bomb and didn't move, so good awareness. This is going to be a clean pistol. Go on, no funny business here. Advent, you can see he's desperate to take that peak, but he doesn't need to, and we've already seen the 1v5, essentially. Yakinda making light work over them on Inferno. There's Moseyuh to secure it. Rare Atom, a flawless pistol to start off their defensive campaign. And Liquid, not a single frag to celebrate.
You know what would be a really cool thing for Source 2? I don't know actually anything about this, but it'd be kind of fun if the audio of the whatever gun you're firing is adaptive to the environment that you're in. So obviously if you fire a gun inside of the monster tunnel, you'd get a very crazy echo.
Reverb, yeah.
That'd be rough, right? But if you fire it out in an open space, then you'd get something like you pretty much get everywhere now. So if that was possible, I don't know how. I'm assuming that sound engineering, something like that's going to be very, very hard to do, but that could be interesting.
Yeah, but one thing I will say is that Counter-Strike's sound is just, it's crazy how good it is. Like, I feel like if we put players with a blindfold on and headphones on, give them one round, they'd know what map it was, just from the sounds and the gunfights that were being taken. I don't know. I reckon it's incredibly subtle, but also, with most audio, you don't notice it until you have bad audio, you know? Yeah. It's like good observing. You don't notice it until you're spamming T-Tors in the chat.
Luckily, we never got to worry about that, obviously.
Not here. Jakey, fortunately, a very safe pair of hands. As Yakinda is going to try and pull the trigger with his... Ooh, Mercury gone, but not forgotten. R.I.P. That's it, right? That's the end of the round. Like, nothing more could possibly go wrong here.
It shouldn't. I feel like there doesn't seem to be an overreaction. I'm glad they came off that boost back there. That's potentially risky. If you lose track of long, you don't want to be boosting up like that. So pretty good choice right there.
I mean, this is a $700 round. That's all Liquid spent on this. $700. If they get a bomb plant, they are laughing all the way to the bank. That will pay for the deagle for everyone. Okay, Kaze won and kept humble. Now needs to keep peppering, stop the cross. That's the bomb, and it's on the floor. Still threatening is Nitro with a scooped up MP9, but he's trapped on Heaven. The plant will not go down, and all things considered, a recovered round there from Atom. A necessary recovery.
Yeah, that's potentially could have gone a little bit out of control. I was worried when Kaze was recommitting to that fight from upper. It looked like he was maybe going to overexpose himself, but I mean, they did a good job, so it's all good.
Yeah, it looked like he was like potentially overcooking the pooch, but he got it out of the boil just in time.
And that's important.
Yeah.
You know, Fur goes wrong.
No one wants to overcook that pooch.
No. Not here.
No.
Molotov's always help for cooking, though.
That's true.
So is any kind of fire.
Yeah, flame in general.
Yeah, heat. Combustion.
Combustion. Pyroblast.
Ooh. Yeah. Mate, that'd downright be a sonic boom.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that's it. How many WoW abilities? This is not for you, Anders, I'm sorry.
Listen, I played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, okay, so how many WoW ability names can we fit into this cast subtly? You can't just go listing them off. It has to be a part of the sentence.
But we could work it in, right? So,
yeah.
You know, like right now, it'd be like, oh, Team Liquid need to pop that heroism.
Yeah, well, maybe, I mean,
right?
Maybe a touch more subtle, but like, yeah, pretty much.
A bloodlust on the side.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Now we're
okay,
cooking.
all right. Now we workshopped it.
I'm glad we workshopped it, but that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. As Kaze just going to be jumping for info towards the toilet position. It's Yakinda again. I mean, his entrance attempts over 50% for Liquid. I mean, this dude is 90... Alex, you just said the percentage. 50% of the time or more going for that opening. This time it's not worked out for him. Mercury does draw blood.
Yeah, that could have been a really sick opening for them if they would have got that kill. Mercury is still fighting back here. Not that much help from his teammates. They're kind of shuffling around in the backline. I'm not really sure why. He picks up an AK, and he still gets the kill on OC. That's a bit criminal. He probably should have been dead, but they're out of time on the Liquid side. I don't think they can even try to win this round. In fact, they just need to survive Jam Young at this point in time. 10 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, Liquid are in trouble. Frozen in place. And they will keep their rifles at the bare minimum.
What a weird round. I don't understand, because I'm pretty sure there were 3 people in the bomb site behind Mercury when after he gets this kill. And they're not doing anything for him at all, but they still win the round, no problem.
3-0, gentlemen. There's a rare amount of won 100% of the pistols so far in this series. Am I tripping?
No, you're right.
Yeah, because they lost the second round.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Alrighty. Well, 100% pistols, that's the 3-0, and Liquid have got 2 at the 2 saved AKs in place, surrounded by essentially just a little bit of a supporting util. Elige equipped with a couple of those flashbangs and Molotovs. We'll see how far they can get with this one. Nitro and Naf going to surely be facilitated into some sort of opening. This is a nice setup from the double Ms. Mercury and Moseyuh set up in a forward position in toilets. It's kind of going out of vogue having these forward position setups. And Kaze, he could be vulnerable now. Oh, jiggle it out and gives him the shot. Nitro does manage to post with the AK. This is a tough one for Elige to break.
Weird, unorthodox round coming out here for Rare Atom, having 3 people this far forward at the start of the round, only 2 on the B bomb side. I feel like that's super rare for the CTs. Normally, always at least 3 towards B, maybe especially early on. But they make it out. There's no problem. No one's really getting challenged down to the B bomb side, apart from the boost. So Yakinda and OC, sniffing out the bomb site, trying to see what they could get done. But it is pretty good. 2-on-4 right now. Mercury's managed to fall all the way back. Also the smallest planet in the solar system.
Yeah. But, if we make Pluto a planet again, maybe there's an argument.
Yeah.
My papa.
It could return.
Yakinda's not got much to say about this one. Moseyuh confirms it as the 4-round run. And there's just a distinct lack of frags. This was how Inferno started for Liquid as well. You're right, though. I mean, I'm casting my mind back to that extra bonus frag they managed to find in the previous onto OC. Just didn't clear his corners. They knew he wouldn't have gone too far. Kaze, great awareness. Nitro still found the frag, though. But it really fell apart here. The fact this double setup, you can see the flash from Advent just sealed the deal.
Yeah, I don't know. You could have made an argument that some of those fights for Liquid could have been assisted with a couple of flashbangs to check some of those corners there, but also do give the game away, of course, if you try and do it a little bit too early on. Early trade, and Liquid will be fine with that. 1 for 1, but this follow-up is pretty good. Kaze will take down Elige.
Up the creek. No paddle. Liquid. Stagnant. Swampy.
Oh. Bit of a whiff.
Yeah.
Not ideal.
There's an odor to this one for Liquid. Oh dear, oh dear.
Something that we saw right towards the end of Inferno was that weird, ugly round where they were running back and forth between A and B on the T side, and they ended up running out of time. It's very odd. I wrote that off as just like, that's just a 1 round, don't worry about it too much, but I don't want to see Liquid. I want to see some more decision-making here. It feels like there's a lot of shuffling around, and it feels like they're being forced into playing Rare Atom's game at the moment. It'd be cool to see them just try and maybe, make a call and follow through.
Smoke sure Jam Young shows presence with the HE. Liquid have cleared the site. The advantage still for the CTs, and this is quite a hasty flank.
Oh, it is a quick one that pays off, and there's more to be done as well. OC drops Nitro. Okay.
Why did he no-scope him?
Yeah,
Just for the style, I think. Man.
3 kills, dude. Kaze finished that round, but he also started it. He killed the Liege towards the fountain, and he finds the closer as well, 9, as he is just merciless at this point.
Was top fragging on Inferno as well, so having himself quite a day. What a day to show up and just be absolutely on point. Super, super exciting.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? When you get that opening frag, or 2 in this case, that 3v5, you saw Liquid, they had to disperse. There was a dispersion towards the fountain position, ended up coming back in towards this B site, and Kaze, yeah, he made that look real easy. Here comes the no-scope. Bye.
It's not necessary at all, but it did look very cool. I can't really take that away from him.
And I'm hearing a lot of cheers over there. It must be 80k and Ents heating up, and I mean, we've seen teams come back from 14-1 deficits on that CT side. So 80k with 4 to boast and potentially a 5th. We could have a game on our hands. That's over at ESL_CSGO B. Orb still in play, so we'll see if Kaze is going to continue to rack them up as Mercury's going looking. They are really throwing some early aggression here. They are forcing a default out of Liquid. If you don't go party, if you don't go towards this playground, we will have that map control. You will be trapped and swarmed. Nitro. 1 down the pocket, puts him at 50.
Although there is a way, if they keep going only birthday party, but never long, you can sneak T's past there, and you get such an insane timing advantage against the CTs that are now, they're going to be falling back eventually to restrooms, all the way back into the A-bomb site, but you can actually almost beat them there. So, I think I would like to see Liquid just follow through with their plan here. I just feel like this is it, you know. Flash your way through, just go for it, see if you can't make it work. Unfortunately, this is a round where they don't have that much, so a little bit tough, but I still think the idea is definitely there. Just waiting around right now, it feels like Rare Atom mechanically are going to be absolutely ready to take those slow fights, and they're coming out on top.
They live for those rounds, and they just absolutely love them, right? And they're playing just Rare Atom basic CS on repeat right now. And it is mad to watch. Obviously, for Team Liquid as well, the other side of the coin is T-side Overpass is always a fickle mistress, and it is giving them just nothing to work with. Here, trying to wander in with the Deagles, the Tech 9, see if you can take a couple of heads off, but the CTs do not want any of that. And they're looking like they should be able to keep it quite clean. Luckily, as Yakindar drops, all on OC, and he will see Mercury flying around the corner.
Damn, bro, 6-0, and they're getting quite a lovely bit of bank balance, a bit of a bank roll for the rest of this half when Liquid do arrive, and it is about arrival at this point. We've got 2 players yet to frag. Naf and OC yet to find blood here on our second map, which is just, it's strange. It seems like Liquid are a little out of sorts, and that's not to discredit Rare Atom. I want to make that abundantly clear. Like, they're playing a very good brand of Counter-Strike right now. They've got aggression, their comms seem very clear, and they're very decisive. But Liquid right now need to demonstrate to us, as well as themselves, that they've got weapon rounds in them.
They actually have another problem that they didn't have on Inferno, which is none of them are getting any kills. At least on Inferno, they were on the scoreboard. Liquid, they were quite competitive even if they're losing rounds. Right now, Nitro is the top fragger with 4 kills, and everyone else is at 0 or 1. They've got some sort of binary code going on over there, which is not great.
I think it spells out help.
SOS.
Well, from either side right now, would that be like a 2 and then a 4? So like, would we got like 6 or something like that, I think?
Yeah, probably. I'm not a mathematician, but I think the math checks out.
There we go.
Certified.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, we solved it, boys.
There has been 1 Liquid opening kill in the last 7 rounds of play. On the T side of Overpass especially, I mean, it's blowing off your feet. You really don't have much to stand on. If you can't post consistent openings, you no prizes for guessing the provider of that. Yakindar delivered their only opening frag and still no rounds, so...
You've got the entire map for yourself right now if you're Liquid. Now, you're down a man, sure, but you should be able to set up outside of the B-bomb site, throw in some good smokes, execute, or even if you're a man out. This is still not such a bad bet. Absolutely a winnable round right now for the T side.
Even that, they just flashed for the jiggle. It's diligent stuff. A nice smoke at 20 seconds. Channels that all gap. Oh, yeah. Jam Young. Quicker on the draw. Elige on the floor, and Advent builds upon it. 1 back from Yakindar. There's no hope unless the no scope connects. As OC, he's got just enough time, but he can't get the bomb across. Yakindar's screwed. And that's the end of that. 7-0. Again, the B side passes their test. And it's all smiles for Rare Atom right now.
I want to see that kill from Jamyong's point of view. That looked fairly ridiculous. Probably he should have been dead, and that could have been a very different attack. So what an unfortunate set of circumstances, but not for Rare Atom. They're up 7-0.
Oh, I didn't even notice the nade had landed just as Nitro was moving as well. Like, everything is with unity. Like, there isn't any solo endeavors going on here. Rare Atom CT side, it's well drilled, it's smooth, lubricated.
And that's what you want. But you're right. I mean,
Helps
there's
with
five fingers on one hand, you know, like moving in tandem. And it's just perfect. The ligaments are all there. No fingers missing. Thumbs are attached, and they're using them to hit heads.
This is very quick from Liquid. Look at this. They're going. They're going. Just charging.
Change of pace, but still the same outcome, it seems. Jamyong with 2 dives around the corner as well. And Naf, the only one to put a dent into the round. That's it. And he's just lost.
It's a really good patience with Jamyong at the beginning because he was sort of half-flashed getting into the early fight, and it's tempting when they're in the tunnel to just swing. Oh, he had the right idea, but he couldn't quite find it. 8-0 as Rare Atom are way ahead of the curve right now compared to Team Liquid.
Why was 6 afraid of 7, Anders?
I feel like I should know this kind of stuff, but go on, Alex.
7, 8, 9.
Oh, nicely done.
It's a Machine original, everyone. You can get that printed on a shirt.
That's right. That came straight off the dome, off the cuff.
I get a lot of this stuff at home, but in Danish, because my oldest son's watching stupid YouTube videos where people make these kind of jokes, so I have to deal with it a lot, you know.
What's the worst place at a hospital to play a game of hide and seek?
I don't know. Tell me.
I see you.
Oh, Jesus Christmas. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we're playing. And Jamyong is too, as he once again just sends Elige back where he came from. Straight to spawn next round. Elige, though, just forced to watch this one potentially convert to a 9th. That's an opening again for Rare Atom. The setup, at this point, leaning a little off kilter. They aren't necessarily bolstering the numbers here. It is just Advent. Smoke's not going to achieve much. They're ahead of this. Nitro should be set for success. The red carpet rolled out. Jamyong does just get in off of the heaven before they clear it. Bomb is into the site. And the frag is 2. Advent down. This should be the Liquid round. Breaking their silence. Moseyuh a chance just goes awry onto Nafly.
What a beautiful sneak in from Nitro to begin that with. That was it's an undercover mission. He was flying under the radar in the middle of the night to try and get there, and it absolutely gave them the opening that they need. Now, all they have to do is hold on to it, and it should be doable. Oh, that's a nice jump! But he couldn't get the follow-up. Good recovery, good slowdown from OC, and yeah, this round is locked in. So finally, Liquid are on the board. It's taken a long time, but they're here. Look at the kills. They just have so few kills still, even now.
It is ridiculous. It's also at this point, I am actually quite convinced that Advent has illegal pumps on, because this man is just diving around every corner.
That's Liquid's first. We'll see how they got there. That's Nitro with a great catch. And that's the first time. That's the first time in this half where Rare Atom have, you know, misread the Liquid finish. And Liquid managed to produce a round off the back of that. So, good stuff. Need more. Captain Obvious here. Hit up the hotline. Got any other questions that need an answer from Captain Obvious? Okay, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, but this is that timing we were talking about earlier. You can beat the timing on long. He's not going to go for it. I wish he would have, but that's the kind of play you still. If you wanted to make that kind of play, that's how you do it.
Right.
He does slow it down eventually. Still pretty good map control. They're outside of B as well. So yeah, I want to see this slightly more. That's not a traditional smoke. Looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, nice afro on that.
8-1, but yeah, look at how deep in and long they are.
Go on, Mercury. Wow, he is so alone. He's got the whole Team Liquid coming, gunning for him. Nice from Elige. as that's an opening. They have to convert this, Jackie.
Yeah, you've got to roll off the back of this. Don't put on the brakes. Keep things moving in the right direction. They've got the utility to play with as well. Smoke out towards the back of the site. 50 seconds on the timer.
Yeah, but look at Jamyang. He's looking outside of the B bomb site, so they're going to know probably pretty soon that nothing is really happening out here, and they could start to rotate more people towards the A bomb site.
Yeah, counter util to delay. Moseyuh is doubting it. I think they're actually, hedging a little bit incorrectly again. They're counting on Kaze to send them to B. Another smoke arrives, but they're pushing it. There's no one home. They once again get the right call. Liquid, they are starting to heat up now.
And they're going to call the save almost instantly. That's interesting. I wonder about that. Jamyang was, this whole time, he was hanging around in that sewer outside of the B bomb site. Very curious about why they didn't rotate. I don't mind that they saved at the end, but I don't know why they didn't rotate all 3 players towards the A bomb site. It felt like that would have been the more logical choice, but...
Yeah, I think it's a combination of things. Part of me thinks it's also Liquid trying this whole long pistol where they had loads of bodies long. And
oh, wow. They go for it anyway.
What?
Right at the end. They had called a save a while ago.
What?
And they're just pushing in there. Molotov. Oh, it lands inside of the smoke. This round is done, but it might cost Liquid. No, they're not going to go quite close enough. That is wild. I don't even understand what we're witnessing.
That was so... I was looking away. I mean, I made an assumption. Maybe they pressed tab and realized they have got like 2 people on over 10K. Realizing, okay, maybe we can get away with perhaps keeping them a bit more honest. It's not the same sunshine and rainbows kind of vibe for Liquid, but 2 in a row. And Nitro still at the top of the scoreboard, but everyone else is starting to get the gears in motion.
Yeah, this is fine. I mean, this half could be recovered from Liquid. It's not like they're lost already.
Very
so,
doable.
Keep it up.
I think the calls have been great these last 2. I wonder where you go from there, though. You've managed to exploit and create and manufacture an open B bomb site. This time you had them overstack the B bomb site as you hit A. What's next? Where do you go? Moseyuh's got a flash for Mercury to clear. Look at the team play. God, that's hot. Straight counter-strike injected straight into our veins this evening. As Rare Atom, the team play continues on the CT side. Another opening favors them. Will they convert it again? Yakinda trying to puff up his chest from the monster side, smoke towards the heaven. Elige garnering some control towards the toilets. It might hinge off of OC's pick. They are going to be hoping to see that orb in the feed. Kaze with his holding the slither gap.
It's close. Mercury almost walking into the line of fire then, but...
Does he bang it?
No, surely not.
Never.
It's so risky. 40 seconds. He's hoping for a jump back there, but nobody's really showing up. They're going to get a little bit anxious down at B. I wonder if they're going to try and take a look once the smoke is faded. Good timing on that one. Mercury, he should be dead, but he gets one more headshot. Taking down Yakinda and Kaze. He's not going to miss a shot either. It's a very, very good round. Only 1 casualty on the Rare Atom side as they go back to their winning ways. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Big wow. Man, it's the team play, the gun skill right now, and also just the communication to play off one another. Normally, right, when you look at teams like this, you're thinking, oh, Team Liquid, looking really good. Their comms have been good recently. Instead, here, it just feels like we've gone back to NACS Classico, where things get hectic, it all goes out the window.
But you talk about comms, what better example than Mercury hearing the pin pull from Yakinda and then isolating OC? He knows there's one dude that's currently indisposed. I'll take someone that's going to be caught off by my swing. He nearly gets 3. 2, though, is an incredible feat.
Yakinda, look at how close he is. He is so fast.
And he didn't lose a lot of health either.
Yeah, I wish he would have kept going, but obviously he doesn't know what we know, so that's easy to say when you've got the minimap at your disposal. A little bit more tricky if you're Yakinda running around down on the low ground. They're on long as well. They've got an enormous amount of map control early on in this round, Liquid.
Yeah,
and that's a bit different.
Overpass is an enormous map. The difficulty being that when you are so spread out, these mid-round CT moves, if they connect, you're just left up all isolated with very little ground to cover on the close. They're going looking. Like, Elige is about to meet Mercury one way or the other. Flash to indicate action is nigh. Kaze again to be tested. Can Mercury get away with murder twice? Oh, he can. He nearly strikes for 2. And now Monster comes knocking. Jamyang good for the first. Repelled by the flame. 40 seconds. Liquid are in trouble. They're going off those.
They've got to move like water. Go with the flow in a round like this. 34 seconds still waiting out that smoke down towards Monster. Moseyuh on the wrap back around. And this could actually be...
They might be done.
Yeah, again, it's the weird timings, right? How many times on the T side now have we seen Team Liquid starving themselves out on time and just looking uncomfortable in the final few moments?
Well, it's a product of this forward setup. Like, we've seen it relentless from these guys. These two-man setups. Now it's Mercury and Kaze. Previously, we saw the two rifles there, sitting up deep toilets, longside toilets, whatever it may be. These setups, Liquid have not been able to force them into the humility of, right, we'll have someone backside, jump peeking, jumping, all calling for rotates. They haven't had to do that and fall back into that because it hasn't been punished once. Mercury gets away with this one, and Jamyoung delivers. If he doesn't get Yakinda, those two could have managed to run down before the incendiary arrived. We could be into the B side. But yeah, the team play is working. Rare Atom are doing it. I mean, this was one of the highest seeded teams of the group going up against one of the lowest seeded teams of the group. And yet here comes Rare Atom, raring to go out of the gates.
8-round lead at the moment. So very, very impressive what we're seeing. A little bit of movement towards the playground side of things, or the birthday party now. Liquid setting up on that side. Naf actually has fallen all the way back, so he's going to join the rest of the team, it looks like. Maybe go and check out the connector and just to make sure that nobody's down there. They're going to run into this triple setup.
If this works again.
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised at this point with the way Rare Atom have been playing it. Advent strikes first, does get traded. Lead with a headshot, but Mercury, he doesn't care if you've got walls as he's got a big M4 and lets it rip through them all. Oh.
They had, I think, 3 flashbangs Liquid in this round, and they probably don't want to use them to try and clear restrooms because they actually need them to get onto the bomb site. So, and again, also the problem is throwing flashes is you also give away your position, right? So instead, they just try and dry peek it, and this is the result. 11-2, Rare Atom. They're 5 rounds away from taking down Liquid, which they themselves in the pre-game interview said were probably the best team in the group. They're about to just defeat them 2-0.
Sheesh.
Maybe they were just lying all along.
To be fair, imagine that. There's just a second edit of the interview where he just goes, we are the best.
Yeah.
We will win. 2-0.
Easy.
We'll run that after. We'll run that one after.
We'll get that set up.
Yeah. 11 rounds. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you have just joined us, do not adjust your sets. That is real. And so is the score over on that second half of play on Anubis. Over on our B stream. ATK, I thought we had a competitive first half, a good haul on their T side, but now it seems Ence's defense started as it means to go on. 2 more rounds of play for our second map's first half. And they are trying pace again towards the restrooms. This has been a real sticking point for Liquid. This time, to their benefit or not, remains to be seen, but they've managed to get that control early. Yeah, Mercury this time caught off. And Kaze's in trouble. He smoked himself off. They're going to run through that. He's in so much jeopardy. Does well to catch Elige's cross. And actually, Moseyuh, just in time, does get the spray. Bomb on the floor. Dame, nade, damage connects. And Moseyuh onto Yakinda does solve this riddle. It looked for a moment things could have spiraled, but yeah, quick adjustment. Rare Atom. They are 4 rounds away from beating Team Liquid. I didn't think that sentence would be coming out of my mouth at any point throughout this group, but yeah, Rare Atom, and that's not to discredit them. We knew that they would be exciting, but to see it happening now, see it happening live, and to see the highest rated players like Jamyoung, like Mercury, doing it against a very different cut of competition. Liquid right now are left wanting. They've got 2 rounds to boast. Let's see if a third is out of the question. They are looking for a bit of an all-in. The YOLO B rush. Jamyoung flashed. Yakinda's in.
Just trying to get the job done. At least it will be a little bit of a reply. Moseyuh showing up, though. He gets one, but a straight bullet to the head will take him down. And Kaze, don't know if there's anything to be done here. 1 versus 3 for the 15th round. Again, he's been playing very well on both maps so far, but yeah, he's just going to be smoked out here. They have another smoke behind it. Might even be more grenades on the ground down there. Yeah, there is at least a Molotov somewhere. 2 of them, actually. So it should be it's functionally impossible for him to win this round. Unless Liquid really just lose their minds.
Should? Will it? Probably. As he's not looking too hot at this point. Obviously the most uncomfortable position to be in. Dash out with the util, go running in, sacrifice yourself, and that's the way the story will end on the first half as they go ballistic. Massive plays there. Let's see how things continue when we come back after the break.
Going take spots like a petty thief, but a timid man was never in the sections where legends be. So I get the check, multiply, snapping next when I'm pulling by. Now they calling the crib, asking for Jay and where's his alibi? I ain't got no time to talk right now. But it's funny cause I seem to be what everybody be talking about. I can't keep wasting my time, that's for sure. You like Dollar Tree and I'm more like Five Below. No, I don't want you following me, you know? Like, you know? Don't need no caption, no, we living lavish. Drip, drip, drop, I know you see the fashion. I know you see the fashion. This that sauce you never could imagine. Don't need no caption, no, we living lavish. Drip, drip, drop, I know you see the fashion. I know you see the fashion. This that sauce you never could imagine.
Je suis à la mer, je suis au boulot. Check. Je vais mettre les choses au clair. Rafale de rime, y'a tout le monde à terre. Comme je charbonne jusqu'à pas d'heure, je me déplace plus si c'est pas pour un gros salaire. Je suis à la mer, je suis au boulot. Remballe ton verre, je bois au goulot. Le chemin est tracé, je roule. J'avance, mais le passé est lourd. La vie n'est qu'ironie, l'amour est tyrannique. Je suis peut-être né anonyme, mais je mourrai iconique. L'industrie est hypocrite, l'adversaire est pathétique. Purée, je suis trop affamé. Si je me dépasse, c'est que pour la famille. Je suis venu que pour remporter la finale. Et pour m'endormir, je cours jusqu'à l'infini. Ils sont pas prêts, je vais les matrixer. Je défonce tout, pourtant j'ai batterie faible. D'où tu me regardes, moi je sais pas qui t'es. Pour sympathiser, ça sera pas tito. Je compte les devises, je compte les papiers. Marche tardive dans le quartier. Désolé bébé, je dois partir, je suis focus. J'ai promis de ne plus m'éparpiller. J'oublie tout ça et je m'envole au loin. Si tu me suis, prends-moi par la main. Je te promets des mélodies dans la tête et des délires au coin du feu. Bien on quitte ce monde de fou. J'oublie tout ça, envole-toi au loin. Je te suis, prends-moi par la main. Je te promets tout, tiendra le coup. Je te connais trop. J'oublie tout ça et je m'envole au loin. Si tu me suis, prends-moi par la main. Je te promets des mélodies dans...
Making magic when they need it most. Oh là 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 là, bienvenue, c'était EPL et nous sommes ici pour le Counter-Strike. That was my French, and that was a little French twist in the break. I loved that one. Got me going, got me bopping, and bopping heads, popping heads. It's Rare Atom, dude. 12-3. Yeah, that is not a glitch. The graphics machine is functional. It's 12. 12 in the bank. Jackie and Anders are with me to try and make sense of what we're witnessing. What do you say about that one, Jackie? Is this curtains? Is this it?
Mate, honestly, it could be. I would absolutely sit here right now and go, Rare Atom, take this in 2-0.
Okay,
I'm giving it to you raw.
The Caster Curse, raw.
I've ruined it all for everyone.
Anders Bloom, could you stop faffing around with your bloody headset?
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm doing a bit, but not for you guys.
It's not for us.
No payoff.
I was also thrown off, Alex, in fairness to the sexy accent you were putting on at the beginning. It's very enjoyable.
Merci beaucoup.
I feel like I could be talked into a lot of mischief by someone with that accent. You know, I might just be along for almost anything. I'm like, all right. Whatever it is we're doing, let's just go.
All right.
Here we go. Second half coming up. It is a 12-3 scoreline. And Liquid, I actually have no idea. They just seem like a very, very flat team at the moment. Right at the end, there were some attempts to try and change the pace. But otherwise, it was mostly Rare Atom that were dictating that first half and Liquid just kind of following along. Yakinda off to a good start. The dualies, they don't get almost a single shot off. A little bit of a return now. Moseyuh showing up, and it's a bomb plant to follow.
This is getting really awkward for Liquid. If they don't find anything more on this pistol, a 3v4, a retake, they're going to play this well. Rare Atom should have the trades. Play the numbers game. Elise already low. This one just seems like a certainty. Rare Atom for 13. Are Liquid really not going to have a voice in this one? Moseyuh 4. And it's Kaze to deny the ace, but they don't care. They're not going to complain. They are 3 rounds away from making some serious history and a mark and a step towards the playoffs. Rare Atom could be one best of 3 away from the EPL playoffs. I mean, that is madness. Just like that. I mean, I'll remind you that there is a long road. If you don't find the easy conversions, you know, there's a reason you don't see those phases and vitalities for the later stages of the days. Just by virtue of the fact you can qualify in the first 2 best of 3s you play if you can keep your record clean. And they'll be playing against the winner of 80k Ents for a spot in the playoffs. Madness.
It's the dream.
I am getting ahead of myself. Am I? I don't know.
Not so much, really. Honestly, at this point, though, something that's going to be hard now is the next game for Liquid. There'll be strong temptation to take this result and probably use it against Liquid in the next matchup, which might not necessarily be true. So I don't know. But obviously, this is just wild what we're witnessing. Kaze is 12-3. Moseyuh is 19-3, and Mercury is 17-9. And think of how many rounds Mercury is playing solo positions in connector and up in the restrooms, and just did wonderful work anyway. So this is out of control. There's no score on the Liquid side for anyone that's even close to being that exciting.
Yeah. Yakinda cheated over to A after Scout was shot. Good molly, forces them forward at that, and a chip damage into Jamya. That 5-7 does connect, confirmation of presence. 45, are they really going for the 5-man underpass rotate? This is going to be very interesting. The rotates come through, they just heard the door. Mercury's quick, Elijah's going to be screaming, needs help. Smoke to delay, 1 clear, they know it's long side. Now Mercury, responsibility to get across. It's a big headshot out of Elige. Needs more as he takes Moseyuh down as well. 3 players versus 4, but that bomb goes down.
They've got the hard part done at least. Now it's just about holding on. Don't let things fall through your fingertips. And the finger is quick for Jamyoung as he flicks to the head of Yakinda and slays the man, potentially securing round 14. And they're just going to keep this ball rolling, peak after peak, Anders. It's looking good.
It is 2 versus 3. Obviously no kit in play given the round that we're looking at. Jamyoung saving his teammate. And it leaves Naf with a scout to try and depart the bomb site and make sure that he can at least save it into the next one. Yeah, 14 on the side of Rare Atom. Even for a moment there, it looked like they were under some pressure, but they're doing fine.
You think that scout on the site was just trying to act as a bit of a deterrent? But it just didn't quite manufacture anything successful. A single tag from OC onto Mercury. But yeah, Jamyoung and Advent getting them with that space and calling that rotate of 45 seconds. Elige even hitting the first onto Mercury, but then the trades just kept on rolling. Jamyoung playing a good game as well. Getting 2, 1 with that low HP. Very, very nice. Liquid, troubly times. That's what we say, right? Oh,
troubly times.
Troubly times.
Troubly bubbly.
Say it all the time.
Witch's boil.
Yeah. Cauldrons and all that.
Bit an eye of newt.
Yeah. And some holy herb. OC. Flashed off the line. Advent already takes full control of underpass. Yep, that's got the CT's a little nervous. And they're just going to contact walk out. This isn't the whole squad, but OC could get a face full of information around this corner next. And hot lead as well. Straight to the face. Elige quick to dispatch Advent of his life. Head and bomb. And Jamyoung asleep. Wow, did not react to that call at all. Did not expect Elige to push the issue. Hard rotate from Liquid, 2 here.
That's very interesting. Definitely a moment there where it could have got a little bit troublesome for the Rare Atom side. Mercury going to be flashed in around the corner. Naf is close, and that's a nice, that's actually a friendly flashbang there from the T side. Kaze doesn't really have to guess where Naf is going to be, so he's going to be able to get the kill, but 50 seconds here. He's back looking for Nitro. Instead of focusing on the bomb, this is super smart with the time that's left. And if he goes to check, it's just too much. Oh, he will. Nitro completely dead. What a smart play for Kaze.
Man, every Counter-Strike player in that situation, I mean, I'm generalizing, but most of us in that situation with the bomb down 1v1 and no one immediately shooting us, we are either running all the way down to B, planting the bomb on truck, we are not pushing back to bathrooms. What a switched-on maneuver from Kaze.
These split-second decisions, the entire series, have just been what's basically, potentially, won them the whole bloody affair. And that's ridiculous, right? They're just that little bit quicker.
How quickly does he work it out? Like, you could see, just like 2-3 seconds where he waited truck and then immediately heads on over. Wow, Liquid defending their honor with FAMAS, MP9, and a couple of smokes they found under the couch cushions. They are in trouble.
I'm super curious. I kind of wish we could get like a loser interview with him because I don't really quite understand.
This is their pick. This is...
Yeah, I mean, I think the maps, no matter what, were going to be good for Rare Atom no matter what. Walking through the smoke and taking down Yikinda. He's not ready for it.
Oh, they're going to be watching this one back. And I mean, like, that. How do you explain that one? How do you explain that one? Yeah, no, yeah, Yikinda, he just walked through the smoke on you, mate. Disadvantage for Liquid. Is this really the last round? OC doesn't seem to think so. One back, dead now, of course. Big one back as well. It's a Liege that will keep us in an even keel, sailing perhaps to a bit of a comeback, but Rare Atom, they're going to keep the feet planted. They're trying to head over to Nitro, who's alone on the site.
Smooth seas do not make good sailors. And they have been adjusting fantastically to these choppy waves. But this is a bumpy one that's about to crash onto him in the last 20 seconds of the 19th round. Rare Atom raring to grab the final piece of this matchup. The MP9's encroaching. Moseyuh peeking up for the first, goes for the 1-for-1 trade, down to the twos. Kaze struggling, crumbles away, but Advent with the first, looking to play the time now as well. Knows he's in a great position, he's got confidence, and he's got a fully loaded magazine, spamming around the corner, and Nitro just waiting him out. Dives back in.
He's played it well. Nitro, no kit. Has to bring the fight. And that's the one that closes it all. A 16-3 thrashing Liquid. Nice. Top seed of the group and empty-handed in the opening affair.
What a sick play from Advent at the end. Taking the first fight on the low ground, realizing that the enemy's teammate was going to try and get out from the heaven exactly at that moment, and he just goes to catch him in the sky. I mean, what a shocking day of Counter-Strike this has been already.
Yeah. It's just upsets all over the shop. How is this day real?